Before entering into the lab experiment, once we'll check the syllabus. You know already. Now tell me one by one. The first experiment, concept design with AR model is done. Everyone? All of you done with first experiment?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Second experiment is relational model. Is this done?
Yes.
Now third experiment is normalization. All of you applied these normalizations on your database? Applied or not? Quickly. Yes or no? Yeah. Don't check my patience. Yesterday I vaccinated my first dose of vaccination, so that I'm having so much of a problem. Please tell me. Third experiment normalization is done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please still, if anyone is not applied this normalization on your database, please try to apply so that you can understand and you can update your record and observation. Now coming to the fourth experiment. DML commands. All of you done?
Yes, sir.
Now DML commands. Fifth experiment, DML commands.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the sixth experiment, that is querying using any, all, in, exist, not exist, union, intersect, and constraints. All of you applied all these queries in this sixth experiment.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now coming to the seventh experiment, queries using aggregate functions, group by, having, and creation and dropping of views. The seventh experiment is done, everyone. All of you done seventh experiment. Is there any pending? Now, as I said in the third unit, first of triggers, I told you the seventh experiment, the eighth experiment in the triggers. We will discuss complete things, triggers here in the laboratory. You can map in the triggers. Okay? Is it okay? Hello? Yeah. Now, today we are going to learn practically triggers, how to create triggers and how to drop triggers. For creation of triggers, we have three categories: insert trigger, delete trigger, and update trigger. So these are the experiments. If possible, we will finish. I don't think so. Today we are going to finish the complete triggers. It will take another week because we have a lot of exercises. We will do it. And sometimes, please follow. Sometimes we are going to get confused. So that please try to understand. If you are having any doubts, you ask me. Okay? Is it okay? Hello? Hello?
Okay, sir.
Is it okay? Yeah. Parallelly, please, along with me, you practice along with me so that you can understand. And write, if possible, means it is means it is looking like a uh, what I can tell program. That particular SQL, you need to write like a program. How you have written C programming, how you are writing Java programming. We need to write some of the instructions, not like only queries. Instead of the query, we need to write a program, conditionals, all these things. That's why these triggers, cursors, procedures are called as PL/SQL. Clear? All of you clear? Hello? All of you clear this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Even, after implementation of this database using SQL, when you are going to implement any application front end with Java or any other programming language, if you develop any application, the PL SQL is going to play a vital role. In that applications front end, if you want to connect your database, PL SQL we are going to use more. Means industry is using more probably PL SQL. Yes, so that please try to understand in real time. When it comes to the real time applications, the PL SQL programming is going to play a vital role. That's why please practice more. It is not like a simple SQL queries. We need to write some of the logical oriented uh, uh, instructions in the SQL so that you can have different ways of conditional things also. We can use it. So that please concentrate and along with me, please practice all these three, especially these three experiments. Okay? Is it fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, before jumping into triggers, first of all, we must know what is the use of these triggers, where should we use. If you know really where should we use these triggers, automatically you can create some interest and which conditions we are going to use these triggers. You will get some interest on these triggers because this is a real time we are using so many areas. For example, I will tell you one thing. Here, when you are going to transfer 5,000 from your account to your friend account, here automatically you are going to get a message from your bank, concerned bank. Here, 5,000 is detected or 5,000 is transferred from this to this account. Like that, from your bank, you will get. Yes or no? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
How these messages will come? In bank, one guy is going to sit and he is going to send the messages to all. Hello. In a bank, is there any guy, any employee is going to enter in the data or sending messages? Tell me.
No, sir.
No. Means what will be happen? Then how it is coming? Once the salaries are credited, means some changes happened. Salaries are credited. The bank, if your parents are employees, you know very easily. If the salaries are credited in their accounts, then automatically they can receive their registered mobile number one message. Your salary so and so it is credited into your account. Like that it will come. Yes or no? Have you observed that?
Yes.
Yes. Means how those messages will come? Bank people are going to send messages to your mobiles. Bank people are going to send messages to your mobiles. Hello. Hello. Bank people are going to send the messages. Anyone is going to sit, they are typing anything to send messages to your mobile.
No, sir.
No. Then even if you take money, withdraw, money from your ATM, then automatically after withdrawing of money, you will get one message. Just so much of amount is going to deducted from your account from so and so ATM machine. Means message is coming. Then how we know? Tell me, how we get the message? Yeah, anything is going to happen on your account, automatically messages are coming. Now tell me, how it is happening? The message is coming automatically. Hello? Hello? Anytime you are worked on this, anytime you are observed this, so who is sending this message, all these things? Hello? I need response. Even I don't think so. Power is not came. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes. If the power not came, 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to automatically the session will end. Can you tell anyone of you? Hello? Hello? Anytime you are observed this, who is setting the messages? Prashant, zero means I'm not understanding. O sir means Prashant 501. Prashant, I think. Yeah. What is the meaning of this, Prashant? Triggers. Here, this mechanism is called as active database. The active database means we have to convert our DBMS into active database with help of PL/SQL. Yeah, luckily we got the power, so we'll continue. I think happy. Right here, when if you convert your database is good, whatever you learn up to 7 experiments, then all 7 experiments were applied successfully without any problematic situations. Now your database is good. If your database is good, then you can apply the transaction management system, already I said earlier, and you convert your database to the active database with the help of PL/SQL. Your procedures, cursors, and records. These are the 3 mechanisms to convert your normal database to the active database. What is the meaning of active database? Means any action is going to perform, automatically it is going to fire. Means if I said any, for example, if you take your bank account is an object, something is going to change on your object, something is going to change on your bank account. Maybe withdraw money, maybe transfer money, or maybe credit money, something means changing of your data. Something is going to change, maybe updating, maybe deleting, maybe inserting, whatever it is. Something is changing on your bank account. So automatically the things are going to reflect it without any other third party or any other person doing anything. Automatically it is going to reflect, means sending the messages to the particular customer without any other third party user. So that mechanism we can implement with the help of PL/SQL. So that is what it is, a active database. Understood? All of you understood what is active database? Why active database is required? Means for any changes happening, automatically it must be reflect to the user without any third person entering any query or any typing. Automatically some changes will happen, it must be shown to the end user. That is what the intention of active database. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For this active database management system is providing triggers, cursors, and procedures. In that, today we are going to learn triggers. Clear? Means we have three experiments only. Triggers, cursors, and procedures. Today we are going to start with triggers. Are you all of you clear this? I need response. Just now I said I vaccinated so that I'm not having that much patience. Please. Are you clear? Hello. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, today, please, I don't have that much patience. Please try to understand my situation. Please respond. Now, eighth experiment is the triggers. Today, we are going to learn triggers. For this triggers, how to create the triggers. In that, how many categories of triggers we are going to learn. Today, maybe these are triggers we are going to learn. If time permits, we will go with the update trigger also. Now, before creating trigger, just now I told you, sir, what is the use of triggers? So just I said whatever the things just I am going to mention. So everyone please note it down. Sir, earlier I told earlier MySQL is not supported triggers versus users in older versions. It is supported by Oracle only. But the updated version is supporting triggers, procedures, and functions so that we can understand very easily. Now, here MySQL triggers is stored program. Already I told you it is a PLSQL. It is a, you can think it is a stored program invoked automatically. Here, already just now I told you. Here, no one will be write the no one will be write anything automatically. Anything is going to happen on the object. Automatically, it is going to invoke. Here, that response to each, such as we have insert trigger, update trigger, and a delete trigger. The trigger is nothing but based on some condition. You need to write that condition. What condition you are going to write, that is as per your requirement. But we have three triggers is supported by MySQL, that is insert trigger, update trigger, and delete trigger. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Here in this trigger, when if you want to use this trigger, then first of all you need to create a table. For table, we need to create a trigger on the table. Here, define a trigger that invokes automatically before a new row is inserted in a table. For example, if you wanted to create a trigger, then before inserting a row or after inserting a row or after deleting before inserting, like this, then whatever the conditions you need to write, you can write in a trigger. That trigger you write on your existing table so that any effect is done in that table, this trigger will be fine. If you, for example, you have written a trigger for insertion on one particular table. If you are inserted a record in the table, this trigger will be fired and it will be show the result. Understand? For example, you are having student table. For example, you are having student table. Now I am trying to insert a record in a student table. It will be inserted. But if I write a trigger on student table, that is before insertion, if I am inserting a record, then before inserting into the table, my trigger is going to fire and the result related information is going to shown. After showing of this result, then the record is inserted. If I will write after trigger, first it will be insert the record, then my trigger will be fired, and whatever the trigger condition I have written, that will be executed. It means here every time you perform your operation, insertion, deletion, updation on table, not a problem. But if you write a trigger, it will be run externally on the table, and it will automatically generate your condition, whichever you have written in a trigger code. Understand? Hello? All of you understand
Yes, sir.
how trigger will work? Now, just now I told you, insert trigger, update trigger, and delete trigger. Okay, we have here now the SQL standard. Here already just now I told you, earlier it is not there. MySQL is updated the version. Then SQL generally it define two types of triggers basically. One is row level triggers. Then another one is statement level triggers. Here, what is the meaning of row level triggers? Here, every row, for each row, if we want to do any insertion operation, here everyone I am telling, it is looking like theory, don't feel like theory. Whatever the statements I am telling, all these statements we are going to use at the time of trigger creation. At the time of trigger creation, you are going to use all these keywords so that you will confuse. So first of all, I am giving clear cut-off information about the triggers. Later, I am going to discuss about the triggers. Okay? Clear? That's why I note it down. Clear? Hello? All of you note it down.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now, I told you just two ways, row level triggers and statement level triggers. Our SQL supports only row level triggers. MySQL is not supporting statement level triggers. Even we have syllabus, only row level triggers only. Okay? Clear? What is row level trigger? What is statement level trigger? I will explain. First of all, SQL is going to support only row level triggers. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. A row level trigger, just now I told you, there any row means, tuples. Means if you want to insert, if you want to update, if you want to delete. So if you want to insert means one record is inserting. That is a row level. How many number of rows? If you want to insert 100 rows, then it is going to work effect for 100 rows. Effective, automatically invoked 100 times. That is what row level trigger. So 100 records if you are inserted, now it will be invoked. Your trigger will be invoked 100 times. Means every row for each row. So the statement is called for each row. For each row means every row. For every tuple, our trigger is going to fire. Here, for the update for delete also, if 100 records you are updated 100 times, our trigger is going to fire. Fire means execute. If you delete 100 records, 100 times it will be execute. So that is a row level triggers. We have in our syllabus only row level, and SQL also supports only row level triggers. Understand? All of you understand what is the meaning of row level? Because we have to use this. Clear? Clear?
Clear, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now another one is the, as just now I told you, statement level trigger. Yeah, this is not there in our syllabus. Even SQL also not supporting this statement level trigger. Is executed once for each transaction. Means if you done 100 records insertion also, it will be executed only one time. means for each transaction. So it will be that is a statement level for each transaction. For 100 records you insert, it will be considered as a only one transaction. So that one transaction is done, our statement level triggers will be executed. For same, for insertion, for updation, for deletion. Clear? Row level and statement level. Hello. All of you clear this row level and statement level triggers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Statement level, even MySQL is not supporting statement level triggers. Maybe if we required, if time permits, we will discuss about statement level end of the lab. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now coming to the triggers, how the triggers are going table preparation. Correct? We have created table. We are inserted, means we are applied DDL and DML commands. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now table is there. Now we are trying to apply triggers, maybe insert trigger on the table, update triggers on the same table, and delete trigger on the table. Means we can apply a number of triggers and different categories of trigger on the same table. It is not a problem. Are you clear? If you want to apply n triggers, n number means many number. Okay, n number of triggers you can apply on a table. It is not a problem. There is no any condition. Only this many number of triggers we need to apply. We can apply any number. Hello, is this my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
There is no internet connectivity. I connected through mobile data today because I said power gone because of rain, all these things. Okay, that is why it is. Okay. Right, n number of triggers on a single table. Are you clear? There is no any constraint, there is no any condition, there is no any limitation. A number of triggers also we can apply on single table. Hello? Hello? Please, net problem, problem. Please.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Yeah, I said just now, right?
Yes.
Uh, now, is it fine now?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Yeah. Now, here we can apply n number of triggers on a single table. It is possible. Sir, don't expect only one trigger we are going to apply on only single table. We can apply multiple triggers on a single table. It is possible. Are you clear this point?
Yes.
Are you clear this point?
Yes, sir.
My voice is clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Now, multiple triggers we can apply on a single table. Even we can apply multiple triggers on a single table. Insert trigger on the same table, update triggers and delete triggers. Not a problem. It is possible. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Record on a table, then insert trigger is going to fire. Understand? If you are created insert trigger on a table, so when you are inserting a tuple on a table, now automatically fire. Understand? Hello?
Sir, it is breaking again.
Hello? Connected to mobile data, yeah. Again, it is breaking. What about now?
Yes, sir.
It's fine now?
Yes, sir.
My voice is fine.
Yes, sir. But in between, suddenly, like for 3 4 seconds, it is silent.
Yeah, yeah. Please, if anything is there, you please ask me. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Please
Okay, sir.
adjust because there is no Wi-Fi today. Suddenly, the Wi-Fi is gone. Okay. Now, are you clear? If any already I implemented trigger, insert trigger, update trigger, delete trigger on the table. Now I am trying to insert a record on the table. Now insert trigger is going to fire. Clear? Sir,
Yes, sir.
what insert trigger, how to write insert trigger, we will discuss. First of all, understand the intention. What is the use of insert trigger? If, for example, as a DBA, I created insert trigger, update trigger, delete trigger on this table. I create a table and these triggers. Now the end user application is nothing but end user. He has inserted a record on the same table. Once it is inserted, the record on the table means that something is changing, means inserting. So when it is inserting, my insert trigger is going to fire. So what it will be display, I will tell you how to write. First of all, understand basic concept. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now someone has to update a record in a table. Then which trigger is going to fire? If you are already implemented update trigger on the same table, then update trigger is going to fire. That time insert trigger, delete trigger, it will be disabled. Only update trigger is going to fire. Understand? Understand?
Yes, sir.
The same like delete. If you perform any delete operation, then on the table, if you already you are implemented delete trigger, this is going to fire. Means any operation we are going to perform on the table, now the related triggers are firing. Means they are active. The database is always active. When you are going to apply PLSQL on the database, it always is active. Something you want to do, automatically something is going to execute. So this is what exactly the active database, and this is what exactly three categories of triggers, how it will be work on the table. All of you clear this procedure? All of you clear this procedure?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the advantages of triggers? Already I mentioned so many things. Again, I am reading, then you can understand. Triggers provides another way to check the integrity data. Yes, triggers are going to check the another way of integrity of data. Integrity means here you do something automatically it will be rated trigger will be fired. If you insert the record, only insert trigger will be fired, not update trigger. So that is what integrity. Indirectly, their integrity of data, the data consistency, integrity of data, it is going to check. Clear? Clear? Hello? Is this
Yes, sir.
clear?
Clear, sir.
Now the second is trigger handle errors from the database layer. Exactly. Because I will tell you. For example, this is a salary table. So that organization is paid salary. Means if they are paying means insert the record is inserted into salary table. Here they are paid 50,000 maybe. Actually the salary is 50,000. At the time of payment they are paid only 40K. Then we don't know. Once you have to log in your bank account and you need to verify, oh, I got only 40K. Because of the busy schedule, we are not verified. We are verified after 5 days. Then data is, but error data is we are not identified immediately. Yes or no? Yes or no? Maybe the accountant is given only, forgot, instead of writing 50K, you have written 40K. That is already created into your account. But there is no triggers, then what happened? We never get any message immediately because it is not an active database. That is, in your table is inserted 40K record for this month of salary, but after some days only we need to, after logging off your bank account only, you will going to understand, okay, this month I got only 40,000, so that I need to check with accountant. Like that you can get. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
But if it is an active database, once the 40K is created or inserted, the insert trigger is there in your database, then automatically that message is going to receive to your mobile so that immediately you can take your action further procedure why remaining 10,000 is not created. Like that you can discuss with your accountant or HR people whatever it is. That is the main advantage. So that there is no errors. Even if there is any error also, we can handle very easily. Are you clear? Are you clear? So all these things are real-time examples I am telling how it will work. All of it clear?
Yes,
Second
sir.
advantage. Now coming to triggers give an alternative way to run scheduled tasks. By using triggers, you don't have to wait for the scheduled events to run because the triggers are invoked automatically before after to change is made to the data table. Means when we are going to use triggers, you can schedule your outcomes. Means after insertion, that message has come to your mobile, or after updation, or before updation only, that message comes to your mobile. After coming to the message to your mobile, then you are clicking OK something, then that will be updated. So like I can tell you, nowadays we are using OTPs. Anything you are going to perform, that is before insertion or before updation only, not after. Because before entering into that application, they will send one OTP to your mobile. So that OTP you need to enter, then only it will be give the access. Means that is before updation, before insertion trigger. Understand? So that you can take the confirmation. This is true or false. The person is correct person or wrong person. Understand that OTP mechanism also is based on this trigger mechanism. Are you clear? Hello? Are you clear? Hello? Is this my voice is audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then why you are not responding? Sir, are you clear this advantage? How what are the triggers only? Are you clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now coming to triggers can be used for auditing the data changes in table. Exactly. Here, something is going to change in your table, automatically the trigger is going to fire. Means if the auditing means, for example, there's some unauthorized user also going to access. Instead of that, something, any update is happening in the table. Here I created one trigger for administrator. People are inserting something, automatically the administrator is going to view because I created a trigger for administrator. That's why auditing, that is right or wrong, that record is right or wrong, that person is right or wrong. So all these things also we can manage because of the triggers. Understand? Understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now coming to the disadvantage. Yes, some of the disadvantage, very few disadvantages are there with triggers. Triggers can only provide extended validation. Exactly. Means here you are created table, something you are doing any operation. Now externally these triggers are working. If these triggers are working externally on table, the triggers are not working internally. Like unique key, not null, check, foreign key, primary key constraint. Because all these constraints are going to work internally on table, but triggers are going to work on externally. Understand? Hello? The conditions are going to apply on externally on table using these triggers, not like primary key, foreign key constraints. Are you clear? Please respond quickly.
Clear, sir.
Now, the next disadvantage is triggers can be difficult to troubleshoot because they execute automatically in the database, which may not invisible to the client application. Exactly. Here, there is a big problem for troubleshooting. Means any trigger is having any error. If you are written, unfortunately, your code is having error in your trigger. Those are client. Your client doesn't know these triggers. It is not available these triggers to the client. Any error is there in this trigger, the client cannot be understand because the triggers are not available to the client system. So that any problem will be happened on the trigger, any error or any unexpected thing is there in the trigger, the troubleshooting is a problem. Clear? Clear.
Yes, sir.
And triggers may increase the overhead of the MySQL. Exactly. Because we are creating triggers on MySQL, right? Here, even already tables are there, everything is there. Again, something is going to happen from the application side, then triggers are executing. Means some extra overhead is for MySQL. Anyway, something you are adding means that is more job, more work for the MySQL. You know very well. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Something you are adding means, yeah. Please respond quickly. Even I am not feeling well. Please try to understand my situation. Even though I am taking the lab means understand, please. Here now
In this triggers, we are going to discuss about create triggers, then how to create the triggers and drop triggers, how to drop the triggers. Here for triggers creation, insert trigger, after insert trigger, before update trigger, after update trigger, before delete trigger, after delete trigger, and we can apply multiple triggers on particular table. I told you, I will show you that also. Here, how multiple triggers are going to work on single table, I will show you. Finally, flow triggers. Here, how to know what are the triggers are available on that particular table. Here, all these things we are going to discuss about the trigger. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we are going to learn how to create triggers in MySQL. Here, the syntax and information is very important. Please, everyone, note it down. Here, we are going to learn how to create a trigger in MySQL. We are going to learn. Here, for this, here, one more thing. Here, this syntax you must be noted down. This syntax I will tell you. Here, this syntax is same for all triggers. Are you clear? Hello. The trigger creation syntax is same for all the triggers. So that please understand this syntax for creation of triggers. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I will show you the trigger creation syntax. Very simple. Here, create trigger is a keyword. Create trigger. Here, this is a trigger name. You can take any name. That is up to you. Like how we are taken views name, same like that. Here, we can write your own name. Create trigger, trigger name. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, after this, we need to write a keyword that is before or after. You can write before means this trigger is going to invoke before this operation. Maybe if you want to use before insert, you need to write before insert. Or if you want to use after, you need to write after insert. These are the keywords. You can use before or you can use after. Don't use both at a time. Means before insertion you need to fire the trigger, or after insertion you need to fire the trigger, or before update you need to fire the trigger, or after update you need to fire the trigger. Like that, before deletion, after deletion. Sir, whichever you want to perform. Insertion operation you want to perform, you take it insertion here. Or delete updation you can take, or deletion. So these three operations we can perform before or after. Means we can get 6 triggers here. Clear? All of you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You want to implement before, you can take before keyword. Here, whichever operation you want, you can do it. That's why this syntax is enough for all the triggers. That is what. Please understand. Don't confuse. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, after taking off before or anything or after or anything, you need to write a keyword on. On which table we are creating. This is a table name. There is a trigger name. You can give your own trigger name. Now you need to apply this trigger on which table. So that is you write on table name. Means the table already existed in your database. On that we are applying the trigger. So that we need to write which table, this trigger you want to write which table, that table name you need to write here. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then after table name, I said just now we have two categories of triggers. One is row-wise triggers, another one is the statement-wise triggers. Here is MySQL is going to support and your syllabus is having only row-wise triggers. That's why I am discussing about row-wise triggers. The row-wise triggers we need to write for each row. This is a keyword. For each row means for each record this trigger has to fire. For example, if you are taken after insert, your 100 records were inserted. After 100 records insertion, after 100 records insertion, your 100 times this trigger is going to fire. If you take before insert, then before inserting 100 records, this trigger will be fired 100 times. So that is the meaning. Means for each row wise, 100 records if you want to insert, 100 times it is going to fire. So that is what for each row, every tuple it is going to fire. Understand? All of you understand?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
For each row. Now this is a trigger body. So in this trigger body, you write whatever the conditions you want. So this trigger body is your own. Means up to this, it is a common for every trigger. This trigger bodies vary from as per the requirement of the client. So this is common. This syntax is common. But this trigger body you can write as per the requirement of from the client, as per requirement of your things. Understand? What will write this trigger body? I will explain. First of all, understand trigger. How to write the trigger. All of you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just now I told you whatever the syntax, how to write all these things, it is explained. Now along with this, there's one more point also we can remember here. Here to distinguish between the values of the columns before and after. Already I told you before the operation, insertion or release or operation. After means after operation of DML. Data map. The insertion, deletion, updation is nothing but a DML. Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello? Insertion, deletion, updation is under DML or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Even for that, you can use the new and old modifiers. The DML commands you can use before, after, you can use new and old modifiers. So what is the meaning of new? What is the meaning of if you update the column description in the trigger body, means here in this trigger body, if you want to update something, that is old description. Means if you are trying to update salary is 25,000. Now instead of 25,000, we are going to update 35,000. You know how to update using data manipulation language. Yes or no? Hello? How to write SQL query for update? Everyone knows, right? Hello? Hello? I want a response quickly.
Yes, sir.
Everyone knows, yeah, your update. You're right. We are writing a update things in a trigger body. In the time of updating, here, before this 25K, now I wanted to update 35. Now, whichever you are updating, I want to know the old value. Here, the old value is 25K. The after updation, you will get the new value. So this is old value parameter. This is new value parameter. Means if we want to access old value with help of the trigger body, yes, we can use old keyword. If we want to use new value with help of new keyword, then you can use new keyword. So that is what the old dot description, new dot description. So how to use with practically I will tell you, but these keywords you must be remember. Understand? Now I am trying the salary 25 to the 35 and updated. After updation in a trigger, I want to show what is the old value. Means old dot description. If I use the variable name, then 25,000 will be comes to old dot description. If I take a new dot description, the 35 will come because here I want to show a difference. Then new dot description minus old dot description also I can use. Understand? In a trigger. That is very easy. Using old and new keywords or modifiers. Clear this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, this old and new modifiers is not possible for all the DML operations. Here, for insertion, we cannot have old value. Why? Here, inserting means there is no change, right? So that there is no old value. Whatever the value you are inserting, we can get only new value. So that here we cannot use old modifier for insert operation, but you can use a new modifier for insert operation. Clear? This is very important. Blindly, if you write these modifiers for all DML, then it will be show error. Your trigger will be shown error. Understand? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Do you understood? Insert means we are inserting a new record, but how we are expecting old value of that record? No, right? No, right? You are inserting a new record. How you are expecting old value of that record? Yes or no? Hello? You are inserting a new record, the salary record. You are inserting salary amount 25,000K. That is a new record. New modifier, but old modifier, how you can get? There is no record, right? For that. That is why there is no chance of old modifier for insert operation. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Clear? Hello? Yeah. Now coming to the update operation. So if you want to perform update operation, means you are changing. Updation means change K to 35K. For insertion, you are inserting 25 only. Anything is a new. For updation, we are changing from old value to new value. So that we have old description as well as new description. That's why for updation, we have old description as well as new description. Yes or no?
Sir.
Means we can use. Yeah. Please, this meaning is very, very important, please. Now coming to the delete. Here now we are trying to delete. Delete means we are going to delete the record. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now if you are deleting means that record you are deleting. Which record you are going to delete? Updated record you are going to delete. Yes or no? Updated record we are going to delete or not? Hello? If you are performing delete means that updated record is going to deleted or not? 35,000 is going to delete or not? new record inserted, whatever the new record is inserted, that is going to delete or not? Hello?
Yes.
Are you following? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, if you are deleting, that's why you can access with old modifier. We cannot access new modifier in a delete operation. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, coming to how to create trigger. The drop trigger will can learn and go for before insert trigger. Then all of you please open your MySQL. Please all of you open MySQL so that we can learn practical. Shall we start before insert trigger? Shall we discuss before insert trigger now?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah. Sir, I will show you practically. Before jumping into practical things, first of all, we can understand before insert trigger means whatever the insert operation you are performing before insertion, our trigger will be fire. This is what exactly the before insert trigger. Now, when going to the before insert trigger, just I will show you the syntax. All of you please note it down. How to write the before insert trigger. Already just now I showed here the trigger syntax. Here same syntax I have taken. Just I have to take only before keyword and insert keyword of this. Simple. That is create trigger, trigger name, before insert, on table name. For each row, we need to write trigger bar. Clear? Hello? Is the syntax is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Please respond. Okay. Right. Now this is the syntax. Here now when I wanted to create the trigger, I will show you the complete structure now. Here when you are going to start preparation of creating of trigger, here we need to write a delimiter $2. So this is very important because our MySQL is going to understand this is a trigger because query execution is different and a trigger execution is different. So this is a trigger is started. This is the starting of the trigger. So based on this, it will be understand. And also it must be a $2 and a delimiter. So when we write a delimiter $2 and a delimiter. So these two things we must be remember. The trigger is going to understand by our MySQL compiler. Clear? All of it clear?
Yes, sir.
All of yeah. Now using this, how to create a trigger again syntax I am telling. The extension of the syntax I am telling is here create trigger name you need to write here before insert on table name. Here whatever the table name you write it. For each row, actually you need to write here body of the trigger. Already I told you here. This is trigger body. But in your body, if you are having more number of instructions, If it is only one instruction, you can write that instruction name directly here and semicolon. But in your body, if you are having more instruction, so that we need to use two keywords. That is, before starting of the body of the trigger, you need to write a begin, and end of the instruction of that particular trigger body, you need to write end. Here like this. So begin, you write your number of statements and end of the body. So because we have to write more number of lines on trigger body statements, then we need to write begin and end, so that only our MySQL compiler is going to understand. Okay, these are the lines under the trigger body. So this is common, already we know earlier. Same, but this body is going to change. Clear? All of you clear? The delimiters we need to specify, because MySQL compiler will be understand this is a trigger, and in the trigger body, if we are having more number of instructions or statements, then we need to use begin and end keywords for the bigger statement, so that only it will be understand this is the trigger statements or trigger body. Clear? Hello? All of you
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, please, all these terms, whatever I am telling today, remaining triggers also we need to use these delimiters, begin and end. All these things we can use for every trigger. That's why I am taking more time and explaining. Are you writing on your observation? All of you writing or not? All of you updating your observation or not? Hello? Hello? All of you updating your observations or not? You people are checking my patience. All of you updating your observations or not? Is this my voice is audible first of all? Is this my voice is audible? Hello?
Audible, sir.
Why you people are taking this much time? All of you updating the syntaxes in your observation or not? Again, silent. I am asking all of you updating your observations or not now. Are you writing syntaxes in your observation or not? If not, please try to write now. All of you clear this syntax? All of you clear this syntax?
Clear, sir.
All of you clear this syntax? Yeah. Please don't tell casually here in your mind. If you are really understand, you tell. If you are having any problem, you please ask me. Don't simply take light. Very important. Do this only in the industry. Once you join any company, you need to do this work only. That is what I am telling. All of you clear the syntax. The syntax is common for all triggers. Instead of writing here before insertion, you write after insertion. You write before update, after update, before delete, after delete. The same remaining things. The statements are going to change as per the requirement. That is what I am telling. This syntax is clear, all of you? In and end, all of you clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Now, we are creating before insert trigger on the existing table. When you apply insert operation as an application, then this trigger is going to fire. So this is the trigger we are creating with help of, if we require new and old values, if you require we can use, but here old values are obviously not exist because insert only. Then we can use, if required, we can use new values at the time of writing of body of the insert trigger before insert trigger. Clear? Clear? All of you clear? Hello? Hello? All of you clear this? Don't waste the time. All of you clear this? Hello? All of you clear this? Continuously I'm asking. Is this my voice is audible? Hello? Is this my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all of you clear this? All of you clear this for before insertion trigger, how it will work?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Why you people are taking this much time? My voice is not clear. Is there any problem? Hello?
No, sir.
Then you please respond quickly. Right. Now, I want to create a before insert trigger and I will check how it will be worked with practically. Here, before creating trigger, we need a table, the database. Here, based on the table only, we can create the trigger. So that here I am going to create a table. You know, if already table exists, if you want to drop the table, you can drop it. Now I want to create a table. Create table. Work centers is a table. Here int id I'm taking as integer type and that value auto increment automatically. Here that is a primary key I'm taking. Already this now automatically it will be increment. If it is first 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, it will be increment. There is auto increment and which is integer, then it will be start from 1. And that I'm considering as the primary key, you know, automatically it is increasing, means there is no chance of unique value. Now another attribute is name. So that is a work center name. Plus varchar type I've taken 100 varchar size and which is not null. Compulsory you need to enter the value. Next one is the capacity, work center capacity, which is integer and this is also not null. Means we need to enter the value. So it contains, the work center table contains 3 attributes, one primary key attribute, remaining are not null attributes. Clear? Now I want to create this table. Hello? The table structure is clear, everyone?
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now just I'm entering, I'm creating a new database for trigger. I'm creating new database for trigger. For all triggers, I can implement using this database so that I can create one new database. Otherwise, you can use existing database only, not a problem. So for my convenience, for understanding all the triggers in one place, I am showing I'm creating one separate database. Otherwise, you can use existing database for creating of the triggers. Okay. Now I want to use this try database for my trigger. For now, try database. I entered into try database. Now, here for more time it will take. That's why I've taken already. Okay, now I want to create a now name is created. Yes or no? The table is created. Are you clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this table is created. Once table is created, we can apply trigger. But in this, my idea is after table creation, my idea is I want to create one more trigger. My idea is that when I am inserting a record in this table, when I am inserting my record in this table, I created a trigger on this, so that will be produce the result on another table. That is a work center states. Means when I am inserting a record here, capacity 100, 200, 300, now that must be calculate total capacity must be inserted in the create table. Here I am going to insert as a user, I am inserting records in the work center table. So that capacity is going to added and inserted into the total capacity into work center. I am never insert any record into this table. Because of the trigger, once it will be done, it will be fired and it will be insert a record into this table. That's why I want to create one more table, that is a create table work center states. Are you following? What is my idea? Hello?
Following, sir.
Hello? Yeah, please. Now I want to create a work center states table so that I created. Here I am having two tables. Now I will check these two tables are having any records or not. Yes. Select star from work centers. This is empty here, right? Is there any record is there here? Hello? Table is empty or not?
Empty, sir.
Work center, yeah. Same like that. I will check about work center states. Now this table is empty or not? Total capacity is the attribute. This table also empty or not?
Empty, sir.
Yeah, both the tables are empty now. Now, I want to create a trigger now on this work center. Whenever I am going to insert a record in these work centers, the capacity is going to take and calculate and insert into the work center automatically. I never insert a record in this table, but I am inserting a record in this table only. Automatically, the data is going to update it in the work center state with help of before insert trigger. Even you can write instead of that after insert also here. But first of all, we go for as for the discussion before insert trigger. Now understand the idea. All of you understood my idea. Hello. All of you understood.
Understood, sir.
Right. Now, for that, I need to create a trigger. Just please, everyone, understand the trigger. As I said, when we are going to write trigger, we must use the delimiter and $2 so that our SQL compiler will understand this is a trigger. Now, how to write a trigger? Already I told you. Create a trigger. So this is a trigger name I am taking. You can take any name. So for understanding purpose, I am taking here before work center insert. Here I am writing this name. Otherwise, you can take BWI also, not a problem. Any name you can take it. The name is up to you. Okay? Create trigger name. Okay. Hello?
Okay, sir.
Is it? Yeah. Sir, which type of trigger I need to create now? Before insert trigger. That's why I need to write after trigger name before insert. Clear? If you want to write after insert, you write here after insert. Clear? Please. Hello?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now, here now on which table you are creating this trigger? That is what you need to write on which table? We need to create a trigger on work centers table. Here we have two tables here. One is work centers, one is work center states. Now I am creating a trigger on work centers. Means anything is going to done in this work centers, this trigger is going to fire. If you write this trigger on this table, anything is going to happening in this table, this trigger will be fired. But I created this trigger for work center so that any insertion operation is going to perform on this table. Before insertion, this trigger is going to fire. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, I said just now we have my SQL is going to support only row-wise trigger. That's why you need to write for each row this trigger will be fire. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. After this, we need to write the body of the trigger. This is a body of the trigger. As I said, we have more number of instruction. We need to use start with begin. Your body, trigger body must be start with begin. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like in your C programming or other programming, you are going to create a variable for storing the data. Yes or no? In your C programming, other programming languages, we are going to declare variables for storing the data. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or yeah. In the same way, we are discussing here PL SQL. Here in this PL means programming language, already said. Here in this also we can declare the variable. The syntax is like this. What is this? Here declare. You need to write before the variable name. You need to write declare. DECLAR. Declare. Here your variable name is row count and this is the data type at semicolon. Clear? Variable declaration is clear, everyone? Please carefully note it down and understand. Here, n number of variables we can declare like your C programming, but here or any other programming, but in this PL SQL programming, we need to declare the variable with help of declare keyword and variable name and space data type. Whichever the data type of variable you want to declare, you can declare it with this following statement. Clear? Quickly, time is running.
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now I am declaring this row count. Why I am declaring, I will tell you. Now, very simple. Select count means we have written here select query only after declaration. Here I have taken select count there, it will be show. Yes or no? Select count star means what will get? Hello? Select count star from table means what we will get? Select, tell me, select count star from tell me the select count star work centers means what we'll get when you are going to write count of star means what we'll get. Hello,
Count of
are
the
you following? Count of the records, yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yeah. Now select count to star. Now count of the tuples or count of the records will get. If that count of the star we are assigning into to row count means whichever count will come we are assigning using int keyword select count star. For example, 10 records are there in that particular table. That 10 we are assigning into row count from work centers because already we have declared row count as an integer data type variable. Understand now? Understand now this query? Hello? Hello? Have you understand this? Hello? Please don't waste the time. Have you understand this or not? Otherwise, I will show you into row count. Have you understood? Yeah, into is won't work. Why it won't work? It is a SQL query. There is no such type of things in a SQL query. Now, have you understood this select count is nothing but it will be show the number of records in a table that we are going to assign into the row count with help of into INTO keyword in a MySQL. Clear? Means the row count
Yes, sir.
represents. Yeah, please. Now this is the meaning of this. Okay, now you can assign row count of the table based on this statement. Now in this, if else statements how we are going to use in your programming, same way we can use here also. Sir, if row count is greater than 0, for example, in your table the row count is comes to 10 or maybe greater than 0. Greater than 0 means here more empty, which is not empty. If you are going to insert one record, automatically it is greater than 0. If row count is greater than 0, then in this PLSQL you need to write if condition, then you need to write then compulsory. So this is the syntax for if else block. If condition is row count is greater than 0, row count how we are declared already we know how we are going to assign the value, just now I showed you. And if row count is greater than 0, then means here there is no brackets here. That is why here instead of bracket we can write here then. So that is if row count is greater than 0, then update row center states. Here row center states. If it is greater than 0, it will be update to the work center states directly. Here means if row count is going to greater than 0, then you automatically it is going to update work center states set to total capacity equal to total capacity plus new dot capacity. Here, very important thing. Here, I can tell you now, when you are going to insert a record in this work center, you have to enter ID. ID is a default value. Automatically, it will be entered. Then you need to enter name and you need to enter capacity when you want to insert a record. Now, when you are doing that, trigger will be fired because you have created a trigger on work center. Yes, I created. Now, row count will come because here it will be greater than 0. Then if row count is greater than 0, then what happened? If it is greater than 0, what happened? The update work center states, your work center states. What is the work center state? The second table. This is the work center states is going to update. How it is updating? Set total capacity. So this total capacity is only one tuple in this work center table. So now the total capacity I am assigning equal to total capacity plus new capacity. So whatever the new capacity means insert a record is having capacity. So old capacity may be the 0, new capacity if I give the 100, then capacity plus new capacity is 100. So that is what I told you. When you are going to insert, so there is no old parameter, so there is a new parameter. So that the total capacity plus new capacity, then it will be added into the total capacity. Else means if it is less than 0, the row count is less than 0, then this updation cannot be performed. Directly insert into work center state total capacity value new dot capacity means just that total capacity that into work centers we are inserting total capacity into new capacity. Directly in the capacity value you are inserting into the total capacity, whatever the, because initially if you insert a record, first record if you are inserting, when you are inserting first record, then tell me the row count will be 0 or not. Hello? If you insert a first record in this first table, the row count of this table is 0 or not before insertion. Hello? Are you following? Just now I showed this table is how many records are there? 0 record. This table is how many records are there? 0 records. Here, when I want to insert a record in this work center table, here before insertion, what is the row count now? What is the row count now?
0.
0. If the row count is 0, now what happened? If row count is greater than 0, this condition true or false? If I am trying to insert before insertion, this trigger will be work. So that this condition is true or false?
False.
False. Because row count is not greater than 0. Then it will move to the else. Here else means what happened? Insert into work center states. Now I am inserting a record into work center means second directly work center states. Here what is that? Only one attribute, that is total capacity. Yes, the total capacity attribute I am inserting. The value is new capacity. Means I am inserting a record in this table. Automatically the row count is 0, so that same capacity is going to insert into total capacity if the row count is not greater than 0. Understand? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Now if I trying to insert second record, now in this table first record is that. Now I am trying to insert a second record. If I am trying to insert a second record in this table, then row count is greater than 0 or not? Before insertion, the row count is 0 or not? Because already one record is inserted right in this table. Then the row count is greater than 0 or not?
Greater than 0.
Greater than 0, sir.
Yeah, means 1 will come. 1 is greater than 0. Means it is true. True or false? True or false?
True.
True. If it is true, this block has to exist. What is the meaning? Update work centers. Here, what is the work center? The second table is work center states. Here, update work center states. Here, update query. Set total capacity. Here, this is a total capacity. Set total capacity. Now we are updating. So only one record is there. That record you are updating. That is set total capacity equal to total capacity. Earlier, maybe the first record we are inserted 100, for example. Now this contains 100 only. Now we are updating this existing one. That is total capacity equal total capacity plus new capacity. The new record I am trying to insert the capacity is 200. Then what happened? Yeah, this 100 plus 200 new value. Then total capacity is 300 will come. So like this. The total capacity, set total capacity equal to total capacity existing one plus new capacity. Here I am inserting this record in this table with 200 of capacity. So that here directly it will be update. This will be total capacity will be update directly 300. It never goes to the else part. Then end of the model. Now understand how it will work. This figure, all of you understand this instruction, all instructions, so that I will show you with execution. Time is running quickly.
Yes, sir.
All of you, yeah. If you understood, then I will show you with practically how this figure will work. Now, initially my two tables are having 0, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
0 tuples. Now just whatever the trigger I just now I said, the same trigger I am executing. Already I told you, when your compiler wanted to execute a trigger, you need to provide a delimiter. Now create trigger. Trigger name is before work centers. Insert trigger name I have taken. The before insert on work center for each row begin. Here I declared a variable which is row count, which is integer type, and the row count variable value assigned through the select count star into row count from work center states. Now the condition is if row count is greater than 0, then update the work center states. Otherwise, insert the work center state. So this is what end of the trigger we need to write delimiter. Already told. Now just I am executing trigger. Trigger is created. Successful. Clear? All of you clear? Trigger is created successfully. All of you clear?
Clear, sir.
Now, after trigger creation, as just now I told you, when I am going to insert a record on a work centers, that must be fired by trigger. Before inserting, that must be fire trigger on work center, because I have written a trigger on where I have written trigger on work centers. Here, that is before insert. When I am inserting any record in a work centers, before insertion only this trigger will be fired. After that trigger fired only that record is going to insert. Here, that is the condition. Understand? Then I will check. I will test. Clear? Hello? All of you clear?
Clear, sir.
Then now this trigger is having actually how many attributes? How many attributes this table is having how many attributes? Workstation 3 attributes: ID, name, capacity. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But ID is I created as a auto increment. This is a primary key, and I have given auto increment. Means no need to insert any value. Automatically it will be increment 1, 2, 3 because it is integer type, and it is a primary key. So that we don't need to insert. Only these two values you need to take care. One is name, other one is the capacity. Because these two are null, not null values, it is not auto value. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I am writing insert query for work centers. Insert into work centers. Name comma capacity. Now values are name for name, mold machine and capacity is 100. I am inserting. But as per the trigger, here the row count before insertion this record. What is the row count? It is 0 or more than 0. Hello?
0.
Before 0. If it is 0 means it will execute only the else block, right?
Yes, sir.
Means what is the meaning else block? Here when I am going to insert, execute this query, what happened? This 100 capacity is directly inserted into work center states. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah. Then we'll check. Now, right, record is inserted. Now 100 record is inserted. Here earlier, this work center states is having how much? 0 records, right? Now I inserted only work centers, right? The record I inserted where? Tell me. Work centers. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I insert, but here work centers, if I check work center, yes, the record is there. One mold machine is there, 100 capacity is there. But I never insert a record and work center states. Yes or no? I never inserted a record and work center states. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But before insertion trigger is fired, now it has verified the row count is not greater than 0, so that it will be inserted a direct capacity, new capacity value. What is that? 100 into the total capacity of work centers. Here I will show you for this table, then we can understand. Now check this. 100 is inserted or not? Triggered is fired or not? Hello?
Yes, sir. Inserted.
Yeah. If I insert one more record, then what happened? This row count is going to greater than 0 or not?
Greater than 0, sir.
Then if I write here computer machine here 200, if I write here, now I want to insert a record again work centers, that is computer machine and 200 capacity. Now I am inserting this record into the work centers. Again trigger will be fired or not? Trigger will be fired or not? Because we are created trigger on work centers. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now once the trigger is fired, now the row count is how much? Greater than 0 or not? Row count is greater than or 0 or not? Now already recorded that work centers state is having one record or not already? Work center state is having one record or not here?
Having, sir.
So if it is having, then what happened? It moves to the if part only, correct? It is going to execute only if. It never moves to the else part. Yes or no? Because it is true. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then if it is in a true block, how it will be executed? Update work means we are updating directly on work center state. Here earlier, if it is no record, we have inserted a record in the work center state. But here it is greater than 0, so it must be update the work center states. Here in that, check total capacity equal total capacity plus new capacity. Here, what is the total capacity is there in the work center state now? That is the old record. How much it is? Tell me. 100. Now, what new capacity we are inserting here in the
200.
work centers? 200. Then what happened? 100 plus 200 is stored into total capacity is updated. Means that this will be updated with 300. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But we are not touching work center states. we are only inserting the records on work centers. Here, automatically the work center states also updating. So this is the trigger. Understand? Active database. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Here I will show you. What happened? Is there any error? I think size is not. Okay, I will write compulse. Okay. What is going on? Insert into work centers. Wait a minute. What error it is? It is auto increment, right? How it is asking? Wait a minute. I will check what. Disable SQL editor and reconnect. I will ask you the reference. What is the meaning of reconnect? I am not understanding. Insert into work centers values. Why it is not inserting safe mode? You are using a safe mode. Try to update a table without a where class. Here I am writing update, right? Here I am not taking any where class, right? Hello? What should we write? Update work state set total capacity equal to where only one record is there. Why where clause is required here? Update work center states set total capacity equal to total capacity plus new capacity. Where total capacity is greater than 10. Then we can write because anyway it is greater than 10. Okay, right. Now I am trying to insert. Are you understood what I have written? This asking without where clause we are writing so that anyway my table is having this table is already having the capacity is 100 so that anyway it is greater than 100, right? That's why just for SQL just I have written the where clause total capacity is greater than 10. Okay, clear? Remaining things are same. All of you clear? Hello? All of you clear? Hello? Time is running. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now just I am inserting this record. Again the problem where the user key follow. You are using a safe update mode and what is the safe update mode? I am not understanding. How to disable the safe mode? Reconnect. Oh, understand. Now it will work. Not working. SQL editor and a reconnect. Preferences, SQL editor, reconnect. Where is the preferences? Means server is off, I think. That is what it is asking. There is a preferences here. Reconnect to server. Just I am saving this record and ending. Just again I am moving this. Maybe any is asking safe mode, right? That's why. Use trigger. Already triggers are there maybe. Already it is there. So already it is there. Then again it is telling the use a key column. You are using please check where is the preferences. What they are telling exactly just will check. SQL editor and reconnect. Same error is showing. So some changes are required. I think. Actually, this will work. Some settings are missing. Okay, I will check and I will let you know in the next lab. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Yeah, at least this updation is asking. I will check that.